Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday morning huddle. I am coming to you live from my campsite. I am here for the next 2 weeks. So I'll be on my phone, and I think if you've been hanging out with me all week, you already know that, but if you're new to the morning huddle, a morning huddle is for 15 minutes every morning. I hop on at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time and talk a little bit about your topics around your business and topics around growing your business. And today I want to talk about the reality of what it's like to scale your business to a place where you're hitting 100K months, which is, you know, what, right? Like, what? Who's really hitting 100K months? And how does that actually even happen? So, I'm here to tell you, and my coach will tell you that this is the first year that I have seen multiple months at 100K. And I want to share a little bit about what that experience has been like. And I want to give you some tactful knowledge. Um, and I kind of want to disrupt something this morning. And I want to disrupt these two words. I want to disrupt the word funnel, and I want to disrupt the word launch. And so you're probably saying, why the heck would you want to disrupt those two words specifically? And here's what I want to say about the word funnel and the word launch. Your success is not determined by your funnel or by your launch. Your success is not determined by your funnel or by your launch. So this is a really specific morning huddle this morning. So if you're coming in and you're just hanging out with Dora, and you don't even know what those two words mean, I'm sorry, but this is really geared towards women that are in the online space that are launching funnels. And I want you to know that your success is not determined on by your funnel and by your launch. And here is why. Um your success Here's why, and here's the yours what your success is actually determined by is how you grow your business. So business building itself doesn't even have to include the word funnel or launch. We have been brainwashed to think that if we have the right funnel and we have the right launch, we're going to be successful and we're going to hit those markers, those milestone markers, those dollar milestone markers. And the reality is those two words, funnel and launch, they're newer words that have just come out over the last several years to the online entrepreneur space as a way for people to sell those words and to sell those methods. And I've bought into it. I continue to buy into it, thinking, maybe this funnel will work. Maybe this launch method will work. And until I got into the online space, I didn't even know what those words meant. And I had been building businesses for 25 years. So I know that they're just words. They're just words. They don't determine the success of your business. What determines the success of your business is how you actually grow your business and how you consistently are building your business. Sometimes that includes a funnel, sometimes that includes a launch, but it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. So let me give you some examples of what I mean by that. So in I'm going to give you like two or three examples. Okay. So at the bank, when I worked at the bank and I was helping businesses build their businesses, all like hundreds of different industries, online, service, product, manufacturing, you name it. For those years, the word launch and the word funnel was not even part of our vocabulary. What was part of our vocabulary was building out a strategic plan so they could grow their business. And that strategic plan had all of these different areas that we were focusing on. And so that was the word that we used at the bank, was strategic plan. And then when I built the startup, the small little team of the startup, when we were going out and selling a really complex technology, again, there was no word funnel or launch. It was all about activating the market and how we were going to take this white space of a business and figure out how people were going to know about it and how people were going to buy it, right? And the words we used then were activating a market. And then now in the online space, the last few years, serving women entrepreneurs, coaching women entrepreneurs, primarily coaches, consultants, service strategists. We seem to get lost in this word of using, if I use the right funnel, if I use the right launch. And so myself, as I've been growing and building my business, I have always been using the processes that I have been teaching since 1998. And when I use those processes, those simple processes of how to build a business, that's how I get to 100K months. When I try to do what the online people are telling me to do, like do this funnel, do this launch, when I try to do that, I fall short, and I'm like, there's something here. There's like really something here. Like, I don't need to have a formal launch. I don't need to have a formal funnel in order for me to be successful. What I need to do is be consistent in my strategic plan so I can build my business and I can activate the market. So what are those things? What truly are those things that I need to be doing consistently in order to have these 100K months? So instead of recreating the wheel and coming up with something brand new or coming up with a new word, a new phrase, let's just call it what it is. And so there's 4 activities that need to be happening in your business all the time for you to grow your business. And those 4 activities are the following. Every single day, you should be looking at your target audience and allowing your target audience to evolve and getting really strategic about who your audience is and how you're reaching out to them. And so there should be strategic outreach, outbound touches, not just social media, like truly looking at, this is my person. I'm reaching out to this person because I want to talk to this person and get to know this person. So there should be strategic outreach to your target audience each and every day. This is monumental. The second is building very strong relationships with your partners, with people that have the same target audience as you, but they're doing very different things. But you want to support each other in a way that's actually going to be tangible and mutually benefit the both of you. The third is really spending time figuring out your ecosystem, figuring out what companies, organizations, institutions, areas, where are the larger audiences that really need your services, that really need what you provide, and how are you researching and developing those relationships with those organizations? That's called building your ecosystem. And the very last one is how you're creating your inbound marketing strategy. What are you doing consistently inside your marketing on your platforms that you're actively working, how are you consistently setting up your marketing? Now, understand that you have to have all 4 of those activities in play so you can actually develop and activate this market, so you can actually get these sales. What's really clear to me, and what's been really clear to me, is that when I put that in play, when I work through those 4 activities every single week, rinse and repeat, I will increase my sales. I will go from $40,000 to $60,000 to $100,000 months. When I try so hard to put together that formal launch with all of the emails and all of the sales pages and all of those things, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So when it does happen, like when we see it happening for other people, the secret as to why it's happening for other people is because they already have a really large demand. People already know who they are, they want to work with them, and they can easily put something out into the world and people are going to buy it because they've already created such a big demand. So I am really, because like all this stuff, I'm seeing it become clearer and clearer with my clients and with myself. I am also going to teach this workshop, and I don't really know what I'm calling it yet, but I'm calling it the B2C or B2B, no funnel, no launch workshop, where you'll learn how to take these 4 activities and actually put them into play. Because the area that I'm also seeing is that people really don't know how to reach and how to talk and how to go out and actually put messaging together to their target audience, or they don't even really know who their target audience is. And without that knowledge, having an expectation that you're going to put a launch, a funnel, an offer out there and people are going to buy it is unrealistic. It's just unrealistic. So it is 9:30, and I see tons of people came in and hung out with me today. I love your feedback around how what you guys think, what you think, because this is something that I just wanted to bring to the table today, and share and see what you guys think and what your thoughts are around everything that I just vomited out to all of you. So, yeah, thanks for joining. It was lots of you that joined today, so thanks so much for joining. If you are not joining live, please hit hashtag replay when you do watch so I know that you came in. Please leave some feedback. I'd love the feedback around just the morning huddles in general. Let me know what you're doing today to go out and sell, and what you thought of the huddle. So love all of you. Have a wonderful Thursday and see you tomorrow. Bye.